So many people we know, at the end of life, their world shrinks and gets smaller, and Gail insisted on her world continuing to get larger. And I just think of her, whenever she walked into a room where I was, I would always feel totally relaxed and confident. I would feel no anxiety. I knew that she was bringing in the spirit of light, that she was a woman of light, that she would always do her very best to lift up the relationships in the room and to give everybody dignity and to be honest, mainly from her own experience, never preaching. And she was just a real human being. And
you know that my husband took her one time for chemo, and he stayed with her for 5 hours, you know, while doing the chemo. And she was talking with another young man about death, like you were talking about the moon or the weather.
And I'm weak. And so it was almost a shock. I didn't realize, I didn't want to accept or to imagine that she was dying, because she never let you feel that she was, you know, dying. It's a tribute to the spirit of life that she had, and a tragedy that someone so young is.
I think of her generosity with her time and sharing her time with others, including those of us in this group, knowing that so little of it was left. So it's a testament to her generosity and to how much this group meant to her as well. So I feel honored and overjoyed to have had the chance to meet her and to learn.
Yes, that she had went to Jerusalem and she met my mom, and my mom was worried about me, so she sent her to check on me. So, you know, we can't figure out he finished school, he didn't finish school. And she was actually, you know, she was just worried about me, and she thought she could help me because she worked at the university. And for last time we had a gathering at my place, and she came there, and she was really in pain. She was laying on the carpet, if you remember, and we never knew that this is her goodbye for us, because like you said, she wouldn't let us know. I wish I visited her more often though. See, yeah, that's a lesson. We just never know when time is up. I really thought that I would have that time to go and visit, but I didn't. And of course, by the time we were told that this is it, she couldn't receive any visitors. She barely was. So
called when we started receiving the messages regularly to go to see her, and we spoke to her father, who said today's not a good day, maybe tomorrow, and that he would share that we'd called. And we then heard the next day that she was in the hospital and she wasn't able to, it wasn't a good time to visit, and then she came home from the hospital and it wasn't a good time to visit. So we never, I share what your feelings about not being able to see her before, and not spend time with her, and not talk to her. And, you know, the last time we did spend time with her was at your home, and
something they said at her service, which kind of stuck with me, was about how she's, you know, her profession was a teacher. But what was so unique about Gail is that she, you know, her profession just didn't stop with her job. She really personified a teacher in so many other ways in her life, and she had a passion for that. So somebody who's truly passionate about their job, it doesn't just, you know, it's not just bound by their daily job. It actually sort of exists in their whole life. And so I think, you know, just thinking about what she's done with her life and how she. You know, she had a dream to go overseas and to teach in a lot of different countries, and she, you know, she just pursued that, you know, amazingly. Because I don't think she had a lot of funds, but she was able to pull it off, and she went when she was sick, and you know, just really, she's quite a role model.
There was a football player, a 49ers football player, whose mother passed away from cancer, and he wanted to do something nice for 3 women with cancer. He wanted to take them out for a day, spa, gift shopping, all kinds of things. And we had to choose, who, to offer this to. And Gail came to the staff's mind. And I think, looking back, it was just because she enjoyed life so much. It's like she seemed the natural person who would really appreciate that. But
last email I received from her is before she went to the hospital. And in the email, we were going to have a tea together. So she said, talk a lot more about our life. And for me, always be my very close friend. Should be missed very much. Yeah, our story is not finished. We're still telling the story. So sometimes when I have a tea, I will think about her and talk.
So one of the connections that she had with Annie was that her husband was Chinese, and she spoke pretty fluent Mandarin. Is that right?
Look at this upside down, my wow!
I have to make a big feast once.
It's
and
really wonderful.
Invite you.
This is the cook here.
Yeah. it's Jalal's favorite, and that's why I made it.
Thank you. Again. Wow.
that has a peanut sauce on it.
My goodness, look at that. What is that? That's a lentil soup.
Yeah, it's a lentil soup. Wow, it's too much.
It smells so nice. We took a nice video of your lentil soup.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Anything special about lentil soup?
Well, it's so easy to make, you wouldn't believe it. And apparently it's a recipe from the Mamunia restaurant.
Wow, how did you get it?
Somebody gave it to me.
What is that? Wow.
It's my vegetable.
What do you call that?
It's a work of art. It has cashews.
Ooh.
That's
corn.
It's called Italian Freula.
Freula. Wow.
Yeah.
What's the story with this lasagna?
Sure, but it's really good.
Let me ask you, is it kosher?
It's not kosher. It's meat and cheese, so it's not kosher. But it's very good. Muy bueno.
It's delicious.
And latkes, but we do have latkes to compensate for the non-kosher.
What is the latkes? Is this the little teeny things? Yeah.
Yeah. The potato
What are they?
pancakes. They're for their Hanukkah tradition.
I love it.
In Hanukkah, they eat latkes with sour cream and applesauce.
I love interfaith and interracial marriages.
See, kosher, not kosher.
You get to eat the best food. You celebrate all the holidays. What did you bring?
I brought a big tossed salad with fruit with a
Oh, the healthy choice
with
here.
a curry. Yeah, spinach and romaine lettuce. And
Nice.
Fruits in it. She will be remembered, and the interesting thing that we heard at the temple was how funny she was.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she has
heard the
humor.
rabbi talk about her.
Wow.
It was hilarious. Talking about how when he was new to the temple,
Yeah.
she came in and she just sort of said, "Oh, I think I'll take the rabbi under my wing."
Wow.
That's the way he described her.
She's funny and she's always clever. She has the best things to say. Always.
Gail to me is courage. Courage. When I think of her and what she went through at such a premature age, and how graceful she was, and how caring she was about other people, especially me, and asking about my mom when she was going through, reflects an incredible amount of courage. And I'm so happy I had a chance to know her. God bless her.
Great.